Coming in hot from Arizona, this is Trevor
and Troy Howard.
And you're on So Tell Us Time. You can have everything you want in your business. Sometimes you just need a little help.
Every business owner would love to charge more for their services, but sometimes you can sacrifice long-term loyalty for a short-term profit.
Creating the right rituals is key to your business having success.
Are you tired of competing with your competitors? Guess what? You don't have to compete if you create.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. It's Tuesday morning, another exciting day. Time to spend a little bit of energy and efforts with us, a little mental energy, focusing in on what you're going to do this week to help your business grow, improve, reach your goals, and not feel stuck or fix the broken things maybe. Today, we're going to be talking about lead magnets. Lead magnets are very important. But we're amazed how often we walk in a business's door and they don't have a single lead magnet in place. Yeah. So I thought a good place for us to start today, or a good area for us to talk about, is what is a lead magnet, and then go through that as well and kind of come up with some ideas for you guys, right? So Troy, go ahead, jump in.
All right. So what is a lead magnet? Basically, a lead magnet is something free that you're going to offer to your website visitors in exchange for their content.
Well, I like what you said, lead magnet.
No, we don't want magnets.
Magnets, it's like you can't get rid of them, I mean, it's like there's always your lead magnet should be like a lead magnet. Once it's in their mind, they just can't get rid of it.
Can't get rid of it. That's true. That's actually a good point. All right, so it's something that you're going to offer them, right? The visitors to your website in exchange for their contact information. You're trying to get that lead. Right? So what does it need to be? It needs to promote your business, obviously. It needs to be free to deliver, so it doesn't cost you anything.
Sure.
Right? If you can do that, that's great, because you want 1,000 leads, but you don't want to spend $10 per lead if you don't have to.
Sure.
So if it's free to deliver, and then it's got to be high perceived value.
Yeah.
And this is so important because a lot of businesses, they don't even have a lead magnet on their website. They have no idea what it is. And then you have other ones that are, well, let's give you a perfect example. How many times you go to a website and we're like, oh yeah, so what kind of a lead magnet do you have? Oh, I have a contact us form.
What?
What? That's not a lead magnet. Well, yeah. They fill it out and that's how I get their contact information. Yeah, that's not a lead magnet. That's just a contact us form, first off, right?
Yeah.
Or, there's no value to it. Yeah. Right? There's nothing behind it that people are like, the whole point of the lead magnet is like, man, I'm willing to give up my phone number and my email address because I really, really want what you're offering me on this website.
And I don't know your examples, but another one that drives me nuts is they say, a free valuation.
Yes.
Or a free estimate.
Yes.
Doesn't everyone give that? I say that to people. I say that to our clients all the time. I'm like, wait a minute. Do your competitors charge for an estimate? Well, no. Okay, then that you are like everyone else. It's like that image of just a bunch of, no face people. Yes. And then there's one person standing out in the middle that you can see. You are one of the no faces.
Exactly. I mean, 30 years ago, the free estimate was genius.
Yep.
Because people charged for estimates back then. But nowadays, it's like, I know, I just want to go like when people are like, oh, yeah, I know. By the way, we're going to give you a free estimate on that. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Free? You're not going to charge me to take a look at the project and tell me what you're going to charge me?
Yeah.
To do the job? So that's not a lead magnet.
I'm so glad, because the other 5 guys I called said they were going to charge me for it. No, that never happens.
No. Exactly.
Everybody listening sitting there going, crap, I have free estimates.
It's true. And that's okay. That's why you have the podcast. That's why we're talking about these things, so that you can take it to the next level. So what are some examples of lead magnets? All right, I'm just going to give you a list here. There are ebooks. You can have a helpful ebook. There are coupons or special offers.
Yep.
I can't tell you how many times Isaac, who's our head success coach, comes into our weekly meeting, and we actually have him report, okay, of all the people that you did a implementation call with this week, how many of them set up a special offer?
Yeah.
And he's like, it just blows his mind. He's like, oh yeah, only 5 out of the 10 people did it. And we're like, really? And he's like, yeah. I ask him, okay, what is your special offer? I don't have one.
It's pathetic. I'm sorry. It's pathetic. Like, I know a lot of my customers are listeners, but you need a wake up call. I don't care if it's $5 off of your order or something like that. Like, that's pathetic.
Yeah.
That you can't come up with something that entices people to want to like do business with you.
Yeah.
Get creative.
Exactly. And even if you're not creative, at least have something. Like I remember he's talking to a realtor and he's like, okay, like, what could you give them as a special offer or something to get their contact information? And he's like, I've got nothing. And he's like, would you do like a market analysis for them? Oh yeah, I do that anyways. Okay. So how about we make that as a special offer?
Yeah. How about we just put that on there and say, we'll do a free market analysis. And I know you're probably thinking, well, is that like a free estimate? But no, to be honest, a lot of realtors aren't good at their job. And my realtors that are listening, you know this. You know that your peers, a lot of your peers aren't good at it. And so they don't do stuff like that. In fact, my father-in-law is looking for a house right now. Perfect example. He has 4 realtors in 4 different cities because of where he's looking, or like areas, I guess I should say, big areas away from, like hours away from each other. And he is sending them listings. He's like, I haven't received a single listing from 4. Tell me that that's not lazy. Come on.
So anyways, but I mean, again, like come up with something, right? Yeah. Have some, and he's like, well, they just rather have nothing. And I'm like, okay,
good.
So
then be happy with less business or no business. That's fine. Be happy with it.
Another thing
I know I'm salty today.
I know, but sometimes we got to be real. Just got to be real. All right. Another thing is like PDFs or checklists. Checklists is another great thing. When people are, they've got to get something done. It's like, hey, let me give you a checklist. It's going to make your life easier. Scripts. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's a sales script or a telephone script. Educational videos.
Yep.
Even a newsletter, just having them sign up for a newsletter. Because again, the whole point is for you to get their contact information so that you can follow up again and again and again and close that sale.
Yeah, let me give you an example. Let's say you don't want to do a special offer. Let's say you build pools and they're $50,000 and, all said and done, you're going to make $5,000 off that $50,000 pool. Okay, I understand that. You're like, that's not, or $3,000 or something like that. You're like, well, there's not a ton of money. Okay, I get it. And you don't want to do $5 off or $25 or a $50 gift card to Starbucks or whatever. Or you say that's not going to work for me. How about having something on there that says, warning, before you build a pool, read this newsletter.
God, it's like you read my agenda here.
Oh, did I?
What we're going to talk about.
I'm jumping ahead because guess what? In any industry, warning: before you buy a house, before you work with a lazy realtor, because 90% of them are, before you have the wrong home inspector, before your roof caves in from the wrong roofer,
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm going to throw in the ones I have in here just, along with yours. Yours are awesome though, by the way. But again, 5 things you need to know before you let a carpet cleaner in your house.
Oh, I jumped right ahead of you.
Yeah, you're way up. You're way down at the bottom. So we'll go back to the other stuff too. But 5 things you need to know before you list your house with an agent, right?
Oh, there you go.
That's another one I had on there. 5 things you need to know before you pick a child care center.
Totally.
20-step checklist to prepare your home for sale.
Ooh, that's a good one. Well, hey, let me throw one out there because we were picking on our realtors. I know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be mean to you. But 5 things that make a house not sell, or 5 things that make a house sell faster. Mm-hmm. Anything. I mean, and guys, it could be a simple PDF that it just has the 5 things listed. Do this, do that, do this, do that. I mean, trust me, if I can come up with it, and I'm not a realtor, I mean, I understand I am a marketer, but if I can come up with it, you can come up with it.
Yeah. Like that one for real estate. Again, if I'm going to a website and I see hey, look, here's a checklist of 20 things you need to do to sell your house. I'm like, okay.
Faster.
Yeah, faster. I need that. I need
faster
that checklist.
And for more money. I would 100% put my information or click on it and then put my information in and download that checklist.
Yep.
Even if I was skeptical. Like I go to a website and it's like, a gun website or something, or
Yeah.
a gun accessory website or something like that. And it's like, enter in to win, possibly win up to $5,000 in free accessories. And I'm like, I know you little suckers. I know I'm not going to win this. You guys, you're going to, okay, I'll put my email address in. I do it.
And then you get emails for the next 20 years.
And I get emails for the next 20 years, or $10 off. Every website you visit now, it's $10 off of this water cup, of, this thermos or whatever. Everywhere I go. And do I do it? Yes, I do it. Who doesn't want to save $10? I don't care if I'm spending. I just bought electric bikes that were thousands of dollars, and their little promo was get like, I think $10 off of thousands of dollars and a free light on the front of it. You know? And did I do it? Yes, I did it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, I'm going to freaking buy it anyways. Why not get the little free light that cost them $5 and the extra $10 off? And now I've just committed to and I just made a multi-$1,000 purchase.
Yeah.
It sealed the deal for me.
And now you're going to get emails of like their latest little accessories and all that kind of stuff. And you're going to buy more stuff.
Already I had to buy the comfort seats because they're better. And I had to buy the chain that it costs. Trust me, it freaking works if you set it up.
Absolutely. All right. So those are some really good examples. Let's go back to what makes a good lead magnet. Let's talk about that for a second. So first and foremost, it needs to solve a problem.
Yeah.
Right? A free estimate is not a problem because all your competitors are going to give me a free estimate.
Correct.
So it's got to solve some sort of a problem. Like Trevor said, a great one is kind of the scare tactic of like, warning. The 5 things you need to know before another carpet cleaner comes in and ruins your carpet forever.
Yes.
Right? So
warning, you might be hiring a rapist to clean your carpets.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd use that one, but
warning, don't hire the other carpet cleaners without a background check.
Yeah.
Okay?
That could be one of your points in there for sure. But definitely you want to solve a problem, right? The other thing, you need to promise a quick win.
Yeah.
So this is not one of those things like you don't want your thing to be like, please fill out this form to get our 135-step, checklist to finish this process, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And they're looking at it going, oh, heck no, I'm not going to do 135 steps, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's got to give them a quick win.
Correct.
And that's why the examples we gave you are like, hey, 5 things you need to know. Hey, a checklist of 20 things, like that's the most you want to do.
And with that, a quick win also would be a quick delivery, in my opinion. I don't know if you say that on here, but I'm going to talk about
it's like you read
delivery.
this.
I don't read. I never read Troy's things. So just so you know, I don't read these things. But a quick delivery. I can't tell you how mad I get when I do opt in for something and then it's like goes to the thank you page and it's like, thank you. You're going to get your $10 off on your next purchase. And I'm like, you little sucker. And you know what happens? The very first email I get from them, I opt out because I'm like, you little liars. You just ruined everything for me. I wanted my $10 on this purchase. So don't be stingy.
Yeah. So instantly accessible. That's another thing too. Like you want to make sure that it is, you instantly give them access to it. Now, so there's a couple of ways you could do that. Like on your website, it might be that they fill out the form and it takes them right to the page where that information is.
Yeah.
That's one way to do it. Another way to do it, which is pretty smart if you've got an automated email system, is you don't take them right to the page, but you let them know, okay, I'm sending you an email right now to deliver this to you. And the reason why you do that is because then if they were sneaky and they gave you a fake email address, they're first time, they're not getting it, which means they're going to go back and they're actually going to give you a real email
And a lot
address.
of email, this makes me think too, a lot of email systems like you to do an opt-in.
Yep.
And so on that first email, what I would do is I would have it where they click here to accept our email terms and claim your $10.
Yes.
And when they click it, bam, now you are clear and free and good to email.
Yep. Exactly. So another big important thing is make sure it's high value. We've talked about that a little bit, but it's got to be worth it. They're giving up their contact information. So you want to make it worth it. So they'll actually do it. And then the other thing is make sure that it demonstrates your expertise, right? It should set you apart from all of your competitors. Again, we talked about the free estimate example. That means you're like everybody else. So this should show that you're the expert. You know something more than all of your competitors out there. I mean, again, real estate, we love our realtors, even though we joke, we love our realtors.
We love you.
But in all honesty, in Arizona, I know 10 realtors that live within 1 mile of me.
Oh.
So if I'm going to sell a house, I've got at least 10 options.
Correct.
Right? 10 options right there that I could choose from. So the question is, who do I choose?
Yeah. And so get creative, because what a lot of people think to do, or they don't want to do, the first thing that comes out of their mouth is, well, I don't want to give up any commission. Like, that's the first go-to. Cool, then get creative.
Yeah.
Give them something else that's more important.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know?
Give them a reason to choose you.
Totally.
You know, and that's the thing. So again, like if I had a realtor, and it's like I look at 5 different realtors that live within 1 mile of me, but there's one that is going to give me information about, you know, how I'm going to sell my house faster, or, you know, things that I can do very quickly on a small budget to make my home appear to be more valuable. Because that's another thing too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, sprucing things up, doing a couple quick projects. Like if you're going to give me that information, I'm choosing you.
And I'm going to give you a good one. I'm going to give you guys an insight here, okay? This good realtor that I know of does this whole opted thing of how to sell your house faster, the way to stage your home to sell it faster.
Yes.
Okay, once you opt into that, the next thing I got from them was talking about what sets them apart. And one of those things was, when you hire me, I come in, I bring in, or how did they say it? They said something about having professional photos taken of the home. And I thought, well, and then they talked about how important those professional photos are. And you may be thinking, well, that could be really expensive, you know. But this person also had you sign an agreement of like, they had this amount of time to sell your home, blah, blah, blah. And really, I think it was his wife that comes in and takes the pictures. But she did do a phenomenal job.
Right.
And so I'm just saying, think outside the box. Think of reasons why I would choose you over the next person.
Exactly.
You know?
And then utilize that in your lead magnet.
Correct.
All right. So that's pretty much everything I had, Trevor.
Good.
Is there anything I missed?
No.
I mean, you did a great job, like totally guessing
I'm gonna calm down now. Don't worry. I know. It's just one of those days where I'm just like, dude, come on. Stop being lazy. Okay. Don't be lazy. I feel like I'm talking to my children.
Right. I just want to point out, though, this is actually really cool because, again, Trevor did not read this at all.
No.
But
no.
He's such an expert in these things, and we know these things so well because we deal with it on a daily basis that he didn't even have to look at what we were going to talk about, and he hit like almost every single point.
That is true. And you have heard me many, many times be like, I've got to shut my mouth now because I'm going to give away the things Troy's talking about. And I can promise you, I never read Troy's outlines.
He does not.
I'm like, if I was going to be an actor, I would be the dude that just goes on there and wings it. And you know what? The crowd would love it. Yes, they would.
All right. So do you know what the homework is? Can you guess the homework?
Oh, I think they can guess the homework. I bet it's going to be something about creating. I bet I can guess it right, about creating a lead magnet that sets them apart from their competitors, that is, you know, that is going to be valuable and enticing. And I'm going to just add on to that. If you're lazy, then just give them $10 off and start there. I don't give a crap what you sell. Like, even when I go in and get my Froyo, my frozen freaking yogurt, I get money off because they've got a loyalty program. So if my $5 Froyo can give me something off each time I'm purchasing, or, you know, within a couple purchases, you can too.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I'm going to go take a nap because I'm a cranky baby today.
Well, I'm thinking real quick before we end, though, maybe what we should do for our next podcast is we've talked about creating a lead magnet.
Yeah.
Maybe our next one should be, how do you actually market your lead magnet?
Oh, that'd be a good one.
All right. Maybe that'll be the next topic.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe only if you guys create your lead magnets, because it's a waste of my time to teach you how to market something that you're not creating, right?
There you go.
All right, guys. We love you as always. We hope you had a great time with us today. I know I had fun. I'm just being salty, but it's fun salty, okay? And it's all in good jest and love. We will see you guys on the next episode of So Tell Us Time.